Oh, there we go.
And we are live. Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle from Expat Prosperity, coming to you from down under in New Zealand. And I'm going to introduce to you my beautiful colleague, Kim Justice from Go for it, Kim.
From I don't know. No, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, guys. So it's funny because Michelle and I met, and we were like, we're from different parts of the world, and so we met a few years ago, and we actually have like came together and started the show. And we're so excited for episode 2 because we have a very special guest, Billy. What's
Oh
going on,
yeah,
Billy?
I'm here. I'm here. We're rocking it. We're rocking. So I'm here with you guys. Thank you very much for inviting me, and it's really a blessing to be here.
Thank you so much, Billy. I mean, Billy is such one of those characters that, anytime you're talking to him, he's full of energy, very positive, and that's what we're all about, right? For those of you that know Michelle and I, we've been in the industry for a couple years now. We've been in the online business industry. We have digital businesses, and, with Expat Prosperity, our mission is to help you as the viewer be able to create a life by your design, basically, to eliminate the clutter in your life, to eliminate the beliefs that are holding you back from getting you where you want to go, to also automate and to outsource and to be able to have multiple revenue streams, so that way you're generating cash every single day all around the world. And that's a big thing too, is liberation. And for those that have read the 4-Hour Work Week, the 3 laws of creating a luxury lifestyle is elimination, automation, and liberation. And that's what we're here every single week to help you do in your life. And we have an awesome theme today, right, Michelle? We have a kick-ass theme today.
We are going to share with you how you can turn your Facebook into an ATM machine. And we want to have fun. I mean, this business is fun. We've been in a 9-to-5 job before, and we want to show you that you can work online with awesome people like Kim and Billy and myself and have a lot of fun doing that. Because if you're not having fun, well, that's just boring.
We don't want it to be boring, so we're gonna have fun.
Exactly. And so today's theme is how to turn Facebook into your personal ATM machine. And what that means is exactly what it sounds, is we've been able to discover a way, we've learned strategies on how to literally turn Facebook into our personal ATM machine. We're able to create campaigns. We're able to have the right posts. We're able to make money at will. And that's what's super important. That's a huge issue in the industry, is people are struggling to get liftoff in their businesses. So, this show was created for a lot of different types of people. Number one is people that are interested in different business models and also are open to multiple revenue streams, right? We love multiple revenue streams. Number two is for people like small business owners who want to learn how to leverage the internet. So here we are, we're going to share with you our best Facebook strategies on how to be able to market your business. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in, it doesn't matter where you are in the world or what experience level you're in, you're going to be able to take away a lot of today's call, of today's hangout, so that way you can start marketing effectively on Facebook. And number 3 is we love Facebook because we can literally market from anywhere in the world. And that's why we're here at Expat Prosperity Show, is because we love travel. We love to be able to live and travel and be anywhere in the world and make money at the same time. So Facebook is definitely a great way to do that. Billy, do you love Facebook?
I always loved Facebook, but the love that I have for Facebook now is on steroids. I mean, it's incredible because what I'm able to do with it today, and compared to what I was doing before, like I guess I had it all wrong, because now it's literally like my access, my point of interest right now. So it's been amazing to literally turn it into cash machine.
Right.
So it's a Friends for Life program. And I think a lot
Exactly.
of people forget that you'll connect with people, you'll build up your friends list, but sometimes that's it. But we want to be able to create rapport with people and like and comment on people's posts, because this business is all about friends for life, really. That's
Exactly.
what I
I
mean by
mean,
it.
when you're in this type of industry, it's not about sales. I mean, it is in the to be able to make money, but like Michelle was saying, it's about the people. It's about the Friends for Life program, and I was just listening to Bob Proctor today, and he was talking about how this is the best industry to be in. It's the one that's in the highest demand of good people who know how to take people to the next level. And we're just so fortunate to come across these strategies. And these are all strategies we learned, right, Billy and Michelle? I
Yeah.
mean, we
Yeah,
didn't just,
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
we
Being
weren't
in a
born
position
with
to
this.
help others, and yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So, what we're going to do here today, guys, is, between Michelle and I, and then we also want to bring Billy out a little bit later after we've given you some things that you should be taking notes on. So if you're sitting in your home office right now or on your couch, you definitely want to pause this and grab a notebook. Be ready to sit back and take a lot of notes, because we're going to share a lot of great information with you guys, because by the end of the video, you're going to have strategies that you can apply to your business. And it doesn't matter, what industry you're in or what level you are, because we've learned these strategies from multimillionaires in the industry, in the online business world. Also, this applies to network marketing, direct sales, service-based industries, right? So this applies anywhere. So you guys buckle up, buckle up.
And stay till the end, because you want to hear what I'm gonna have to say. You better stay till the end.
Oh, exactly. Billy is
I'm
he's
excited now. I'm going to stay to the end. I want to hear what Billy's going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. And a lot of you are here, you've been interested, you've seen our post, right? And you're interested in Facebook for your business because you know what such a great platform it is. But what I've observed is, people put their efforts in. Like, I've seen so many people put their efforts in on trying to build their audience, what kind of content to post, how to engage with people. And there's just little tweaks that are missing of the people that I've been talking to a lot, and what we've been able to solve. And it's just little tweaks because, Michelle and I, we've been actually marketing on Facebook for a while now, like 2 years. But we struggled for a long time because of those little missing tweaks, right? It was little things, right, Michelle?
I've had a Facebook account closed down. I had a love-hate relationship with Facebook when I first started, and I didn't get the love back for Facebook until I connected, with our Millennium Mentor that we have, and he showed us this free strategy, and now it's just kind of taken on a life of its own. I love it. Yeah.
Exactly. I know it's truly amazing when you just learn those little things, those little tweaks that you can do on a daily basis. And that's a big thing too, is consistency. And we'll go over and over this in our chat here today. But what we want to do is break this down into 3 easy steps for you guys. Okay, and you have to implement these 3 steps on a daily basis. Okay, so because a lot of times people may be doing these 3 steps, but not in an effective way, not in a way that's going to create unlimited leads, not in a way that's going to put your message in front of the right people, typically not in a way where you have incoming inquiries coming in every single day. A lot of people don't know how to roll out a campaign on Facebook. A lot of people don't know little tweaks, and it's it's our pleasure to give you that awareness of what you can do to be able to take your Facebook marketing to the next level completely for free. That's what's awesome here, right, guys? I mean, we love Facebook ads. We love paid marketing to be able to have that scalability. But in the beginning, if you're learning Facebook for the first time, you need to have networking skill sets. You need to have the ability to make money at will. And if you don't have a marketing budget, these are strategies that you can apply straight away today. So, Michelle, do you want me to get into the steps, or did you want to touch on anything that you've seen as problems in the industry?
I think the main problem is people are either posting too much of the same thing, or like too much of personal development, or too much negativity as well. If you're wanting to build a business online, you have to think of the people that you want to attract. So you need to, you want to be yourself, you want to be authentic, but you need to also, hold back on the negativity, because it's a positive work environment that we're in. We're involved in personal development and mindset. So review your Facebook account if you are considering working online, or if you are working online or have a bricks and mortar business, do review your posts and make sure that they reflect who you are and the people that you want to attract. That's probably my main takeaway.
Definitely. And we're going to share like a little bit more details about that. So, and Michelle pretty much summed up those 3 steps, but what we'll do is we'll break them down for you. So number 1 is audience. Okay. So I hear a lot of times people struggling with getting their business or getting their message in front of the right people. Okay. And so if you're in network marketing, if you're in direct sales, if you're in any industry, it's so important to understand who your target audience is and every facet about them. And in our group, we call it our perfect business partner. Okay. And our perfect business partner is typically someone who, one, has some experience with the industry that you're in, or has purchased into the industry that you're in, whether it's health and wellness or fitness. They've bought personal training before, or they've bought nutrition products before, or they buy organic already, or they've already purchased, or someone who may be in personal development and has already gone to conventions, who already read books by Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, and the industry leaders, who's already invested in the industry. So those are little tips, guys, on for you. What we recommend is, on a piece of paper, writing out your perfect business partner and every facet of them, because then you know exactly who you're talking to. You're talking to a very specific person who's in a very specific place in their life, depending on their life cycle. They have an age range, gender, they've bought certain books, they've already invested in certain programs. Those are the people to attract, because they've already bought in the business model, or they already bought in that when they purchase products, that it's going to gain more education. They value education, they value learnings, and those are the people to get in front of, because when you're dealing with brand new newbies, when you're dealing with someone who has not made any investment in in this business model, or into an opportunity, or into products, right? You're going to get a lot more pushback, a lot more questions. And there's so many people out there that have already gotten educated, but are just not getting the results that they want. And it's up to you as the professional, as the expert, as the person that's the solution for them, to put your message and provide the value that they need to get the results they want faster, right? To triumph maybe the education that they're getting already. And so number 1 is, you've got to know where, your audience, your perfect business partner, and most importantly, where they hang out on Facebook, right, Michelle? So Michelle, do you mind giving some tips on how to find your perfect business partner? How do you find that target audience?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're in personal development, if you're a follower of Tony Robbins, for example, then you're highly likely to find a person similar to yourself within the Tony Robbins Facebook group, and that's how you can connect with them. You want to be sharing some of Tony Robbins content on your wall, because if you are sending friend requests out to those perfect people, they will look at your page, and if they don't see any Tony Robbins contents, they'll probably be like, oh, who is this person? We're not really going to have a relationship. So you know, maybe it's you're wanting to target people who are travel related, so you'll look at travel groups, or maybe you're into organic foods or health and wellness. You want to be looking in those groups as opposed to people who are getting tattoos. If that's not your target market, you don't want to be hanging out in the tattoo parlor on Facebook kind of thing. So you've got to work out where you're wanting to go, because if you're marketing to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. Okay, so really hone in on who you want to work with. And I want to work with mums who want to be at home with their children. I also want to work with families who want to travel, because that's a huge passion of ours. So that's kind of, the couple of niches that I work in.
Exactly. Awesome. So Facebook groups is definitely a place to be able to find your target audience, because they've joined a group to get more education, to get better results, right? So when you're engaging with those people and either sending them a friend request, and just know, don't get in Facebook jail by trying to add too many at one time, right? You want to take it slowly on how many people you add per day, and maybe Billy can give some tips on that later. And you just want to make sure that you have content that represents the people that you're engaging with. So Facebook groups is a great way. Business pages, I found business pages to be a great place to find certain people or perfect business partners. And also industry leaders, right? Big industry leaders, because let's say you're in network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing, right? A digital marketer, internet marketer, right? You want to go into industry leaders, and maybe they have an entire friends list that's open. All those people, you can pretty much guarantee that they want to be leaders themselves, because they're liking, following, or friends with leaders, right? So those are perfect business partners, and they have money because they're trying to follow leaders, or they're leaders themselves, right? So those are perfect business partners. So those are some tips, guys, that a lot of people miss when either they're first starting online with Facebook, or they've been in the trenches for maybe a few months or more, maybe even a year or more, and they haven't even classified the perfect business partner, and they don't know where they are, right? So those are some things that you can do. A big tip that I got from another seven-figure earner is creating a focus group. Okay, so these are people that you don't know, they don't know you, but you are going out there and you're bringing a focus group together of people who you believe are your perfect business partners, and getting them on a Skype call, or getting them on like a hangout like this, and asking them questions, very specific questions about their challenges, about where they want to go, what results are they having trouble getting, right? And you have those very specific questions that are asking them whether they're, what you should be saying pretty much in your content, and what you should be focusing on in your content. And you're going to get surprised, because sometimes the direction that you thought you should head in, maybe not the direction that you need to take. So it's great to have a focus group right there too. So that was a big tip for me. So that's number one, guys. Know your audience and really get laser specific with this. What I recommend, definitely watch this video over and over so it really gets ingrained in your subconscious, and repetition increases that awareness. So you may pick up things like the second or third time around watching this. So number two is content. Okay, so Michelle has touched about this, like content on your wall, whether you're using your personal profile, your business page, or a Facebook group. Content is so important, right? Michelle, it's like pretty much the most important thing, because you're automatically, when you're creating those posts can be pulling your perfect business partner up. It's the things that people will engage with, will share with like-minded people. Okay, so Michelle, did you want to talk about some tips on, first, I know you wanted to talk about some tools that you use in order to create some posts, right? As well as, and then we'll talk about the actual content itself and some of the problems we see people doing, and some solutions to that.
Yeah, sure. I'll just take you into my page. Okay, whoops. Let's close these down. Okay, so it's really important to design your Facebook page, because remember, it is going to be your business platform, your ATM. So you want to reflect who you are. And I'm on a mission to inspire. So I've had this logo created. I actually did this through PicMonkey. So it's a tool, it's a free tool I'll show you. And you're wanting just to explain, about yourself, who you are. Excuse me, are you an entrepreneur? I'm an online marketer. You don't want to reflect what company you're in, because when you do that, people can then actually Google your company and read good reviews or bad reviews about what you're doing. So you do want to keep just, maybe you're an entrepreneur or online marketer. My brand is Mission to Inspire. So I'll just go into my photos and show you what I do. Okay. And anyone's more than welcome to, have a look around. So I like to use quite a lot of color, because I find that if you're posting color, it lifts people's vibration, it makes them feel happier, and it will attract them back to your page. I also mix things up. This was a Halloween humor. Personal images of my family. This was another Halloween. People love images of food. I mean, this was, 28 likes there. Pate, some income results. So I only post a little bit of business. I may only do one business post a day. I edify other team members' results. I do motivation and inspiration. A lot of these quotes I actually get from another app called WordSwag, which is an iPhone app. And this one here, this is actually called Piggyback Marketing. So I'll take you in so you can have a look, and I'll show you how you can actually create graphics like this. So in our business, we use copy and paste technique or piggyback marketing, and it's using an image that people can relate to. So because I have children, people will know who Toy Story is, maybe Star Wars, maybe it's Bridget Jones. And Kim, yesterday you did one. It was Under the Tuscan Sun. So, I mean, you can show that image because people relate to it, and you can just put a speech bubble here and a little talk about, we promote the 1K per day Facebook formula where it's no paid advertising. And we write a script, or maybe a person in our team has written a script that we really, really like. So we can actually copy and paste that and tweak it to our own words. And then you've got people here who have actually, they've reacted to your post either by liking or commenting. And these people are actually classified as leads. And we know with working online that building a list or having leads is very, very important, because that's where the money is. So for us, this is our list, okay? This is our money. So I'll take you out of here. Children always get a good response. I'm not afraid to showcase my kids. Again, I mean, this one here, I mean, it looks a little bit unusual, but this is a little game that we played. Happy weekend, let's play a game. Put your name, Glamour Shot, your name and Glamour Shot in Facebook and see what you come up with. And this is what I came up with. Obviously, her name was Michelle. And, other people did the same. So I was able to create a lot of, someone was a dog, a lot of engagement on those posts. So, it's also about having a bit of fun. I take images of, my town, the shop windows. We promote the webinar, Expat Prosperity. Again, images of food. This one had a lot of comments. This was a birthday lunch, and I just took this photo of a restaurant, no nudity in front of restaurant and dining area, and I got a lot of feedback. So again, I could reach out to the people who have liked and commented on my posts. And it's all about creating engagement. It's so important to return the likes and comments that people have given you, because you want to share the love, and in turn Facebook will put your information on your friend's timeline as well. And you can never post too much on Facebook, because your friends aren't going to see all of this unless they go onto your page itself, okay? Because their page is also going to be interjected with other friends' posts as well. So what I'm going to do just very quickly before I pass it back to Kim and Billy is the tool that I use to be able to create these graphics, like my Halloween one, this one here, even like these ones here can all actually be created by using PicMonkey, which is a free service. And you can design a Facebook fan page. You can edit your own photos. You can create a collage, and you can design your own. And they also have templates that you can choose from. I love this. Stand by while we hitch the sparkle dust to the genius dragon. And you've got these little templates here that you can play around with if they're free. You can customize it. So this, obviously for Halloween. Okay, so we'll just use this one as an example. And so you can change the text. You can add what's called overlays. You can add your own. So if you had a particular image that you want to put on top, maybe you wanted sparkle dust and gold glitter, you can actually Google that. Google gold glitter, and then you can actually download it and add it as your own and put it over the top of the skull here. You've got all these other little, if you're wanting to add, squares, or what we were using before is the speech bubbles. So it's just a case of playing around with it. So we've got comic bubbles. So we could do something like this. And then you could go open to the text, add text. You just kind of drag and drop, and then put Happy Halloween. And you can just obviously make it smaller. You can change the colors of the font. So I find it's a really, really good tool. Obviously, you can open up your own photos as well. You can use the different filters that are available. I won't go into it too much, but you can even add, zombify things. Great for, your Halloween graphics. And of course, we've just had Halloween on the Monday. Your comic heroes, different prints that you can use. I know Kim uses another tool called Canva, and I mentioned on my phone I have Word Swag, which you can get motivational quotes like these ones here. This is a Word Swag quote, and I overlaid a logo, and actually on Word Swag or Typorama, which is an Android app, the quotes are already in there. So you can either make up your own, or you can use the quotes that are available. So that's pretty much it from me. I'll just stop sharing my screen and take you back to Kim.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Michelle. And I wanted to point out a couple things on her wall, guys, and inside of those pictures is the biggest thing about this business is having you be the brand. okay? You yourself. So Michelle's brand is Mission to Inspire. It's not a company name. It's not, that's if you're in network marketing and affiliate marketing. Now, if you have a brick and mortar business, or if you have your own products and services, obviously it's going to be your name in front of it, right? But if you're in affiliate marketing or network marketing or direct sales, a lot of mistakes that people make is leading with the company. And now a lot of you, if you're watching, if you're like, well, why, that's what my sponsor told me, or that's what my upline told me to do. I just do what the leaders do, and the leaders lead with themselves, okay? The multimillionaires lead with themselves. So I recommend reading the book Magnetic Sponsoring, so that way you learn why you need to be seen as the leader. Because you guys, just to be honest, companies go through peaks and valleys, okay? So you have to be like a chameleon and be able to just be able to change the link behind you no matter what happens, okay? And so that's what we really recommend, especially people who are firm believers and of multiple revenue streams, that we are the leaders, that we can ebb and flow whatever the market desires, right, guys? So, another thing about content that we wanted to touch on. So Michelle had a lot of great things that I wanted to point out about her wall. One, the color. She's absolutely right about raising vibrations with a lot of color, with things that pop and things that are positive, and the variety. Okay, so what Michelle was talking about earlier, that a lot of people post just the same type of information every single day, whether they're blasting about company products, sales, things like that, or maybe too much personal, or positive quotes. I think a lot of people get into this mode where all they do is share quotes all day long and not really value helping the industry, not value, right? And so Michelle, she didn't really go into her timeline, but the biggest thing here, and I can even share my screen on, is your content has to dwarf the value of what other people are doing, right? Or what other people in the industry are doing. So what that means is, let me go ahead into mine. And right here, value-based webinar, okay? If you're not doing value-based webinars and teaching people how to, like this one, teaching people simple strategies to, create more business in their life, or to, maybe you're in health and wellness, like a webinar about fitness tips or nutrition tips, or maybe you're in skincare, some nutrition strategies to improve skin health, things like that. You have to be seen as an authority, be seen as a leader. And you can do that as a brand new newbie by interviewing other experts, by interviewing your upline or interviewing leaders in the industry. And that way it's less focus on you, but you're automatically seen as an authority when you are interviewing experts. And Billy, he's one of our guest experts. He's had some great results in the industry, so we're wanting to share that with them. Another thing too is personal branding. Michelle touched on that, and positive quotes, right? Another thing is we really edify our team. Okay, so their success is our success, that what we're doing is so duplicatable. So this is something, if you're a brand new newbie and you don't know how to leverage other people's success, or maybe you're in any kind of industry, you want to leverage, the results of a program or of a product, really edify results on your wall on a daily basis, okay? Now, your entire wall should have variety in it, so it shouldn't all be business, right? But this is the type of things that pique people's interest, are results. Results pique people's interest. And so you have to leverage other people's results, right? And already here, incoming inquiries from this post. This is how you get incoming inquiries, guys, is you leverage results, okay? And you have that variety in order to boost engagement, in order to make your wall social, right? Let me just scroll through. So here, a little bit of personal development. This is what Michelle was talking about with piggyback marketing, leveraging a big brand or a big movie, their marketing power, right? Another thing is that I want to scroll down and show you guys is like marketing how-tos, like, or, you know, sharing tips, sharing value, right? Like right here, I have 62 people that have liked. I've had 7 comments and 1 share, right? And this is a marketing how-to, which is, you know, what Michelle, Billy, and I teach upon is how to market any business, right? So we give tips inside of our posts, right? So you in any industry can follow this formula. The biggest thing here is I wouldn't have this type of engagement if I wasn't engaging with other people. And we're going to talk about that in a second. But, you know, Facebook's social. So you have to create posts that require engagement, that create social. Michelle was talking about comedy. She puts comedy posts in her wall, right? Trivia, controversy, right? Things that are going to require response. And when Michelle was talking about authenticity, she's sharing her kids. You know, that's who she's attracting are families. She's attracting moms and dads, right? So you need to be standing into your authenticity. So you're attracting your perfect business partner. So whether that's sharing about travel, like that's where my, you know, desire is. I like working with people who travel, and Michelle loves working with traveling families, right? So, you know, I wanted to touch on like the reason why the top things that you need in your wall is variety, quality, meaning high personal value, meaning sharing a lot of value to help people solve the pains and problems. Consistency, if you're not consistent on a daily basis, guys, you're missing out. Frequency, like Michelle said, you can't post too much. And social, that has to be the things that you have on your wall in order for you to get that attractor factor, to get that type of engagement, to get incoming inquiries, is those combination of qualities. So the very last, I stopped sharing. The very last thing, and Michelle showed this before, let's see, okay, you guys can see me now, is engagement. And the people who like your posts are leads, guys. Now, if it's all fellow team members, if you're in that industry, right? Or if it's all your family members, then you need to recycle your friends list. You need to either build your audience or you need to engage with people that are actually potential prospects, right? And so anyone that likes, comments, shares your posts, they are leads, and you need to do the Facebook hustle, as we call it, right? And engage with them, like, comment, share their stuff, message them, okay? Create a conversation. Now, what a lot of people do in the industry, whether affiliate marketing, network marketing, home-based business, even in like product sales, they go for the pitch too soon. They go for business way too soon instead of building rapport with people. It takes about 7 connections with someone. Now, those connections can happen on your wall, right? Not necessarily in a message, but it takes about 7 connections for people to actually want to buy from you, okay? A lot of people try to close on day 1 and they just spam links and they send this really long paragraph on how awesome their product is or company is when they even haven't gotten to know me, right? And that's like where you want to show like the vomit emoticon. And, you know, like it's a blah. Like, come on, stop puking your company all over me, guys. And so when we see that, number one, we try to flip them because we want to help them be able to market their business effectively because they're probably getting rejected all the time. And number two, you know, what we do is we build rapport, we give value, we engage, right? Now, is it harder, and does it take a little bit more cojones to like actually talk to people and focus on them versus just focusing on the sale? It takes some, like, you know, you come against a wall, and if you're in a company, because I see this all the time, and I don't know if you guys see this all the time too, but you know, you're going to have to do things in a different way if you want higher conversions. A lot of people get rejected. A lot of people get blocked. A lot of people are just like stuck because they feel like they're putting in the effort, but they're not getting the conversions. And the reason is lack of rapport, lack of seen as having personal value, right? And also not having a big enough distribution channel, like enough Facebook friends to be able to, you know, provide good content to. So that's like the third thing, is engaging and connecting with your audience and doing it on your wall, people who've engaged on your wall. Because I can guarantee for you guys who listen to our strategies and apply, you know, that variety, quality, consistency, socialness, frequency on your wall, when you apply that, then you're able to get a ton more engagement. And when you get a ton more engagement, then you have a lot more leads to be able to talk to on a daily basis and connect to and build rapport with, pique their interest, and then you can bring them into a sale of some sort, depending on who it is and what they need in their life, right? So Michelle, did you want to touch on engagement more?
I think we've pretty much covered it. It's just to be continually having conversations with people and connecting with the people that have liked and commented on your post, because, you know, as we've said, it's a friend for life program. This is a free Facebook marketing strategy. It doesn't cost anything other than your time, but it's a way that's been able for Kim and I to be able to generate, you know, our first 10K month and our second K month. And it's exactly the same strategy that Billy has also been able to use to be able to create his results. So how about we pass it over to Billy?
Yeah, Billy.
All right, let me come up with a couple of nuggets. So, okay, just to kind of finalize on what you guys covered. So, you know, it's pretty straightforward. Everything is good. So just to come back on the engagement, the priority here, when you get people to comment and liking your post that you're putting on there, the priority is people that are commenting on your post, because most of the time we're going to put a call to action on the post. And if somebody went out of their time and commented on that post, then you want to take that as a priority and, you know, contact those people first, whoever's commenting on your post, right? So I go by priority in my case. So I reach out to the people that commented, you know, hey, how's it going? You know, you commented on my post, and then you kind of, you know, just say hi, and you build some rapport. You talk to, you have a normal conversation with them. You don't automatically slap a link like a lot of people do, like, oh yes, I got a comment, and then I slap a link in your face, right? So I don't do that. Like, you know, you have a normal conversation, you know, you get comfortable with the person, and then this way you guys can share ideas, whoever is going to share it first. So the second priority is people that are liking your post. So if somebody liked your post, didn't comment, it's because they like something about the post. So you're going to go back, say, hey, thank you for the like. I really appreciate that. And what did you like about my post? What is it that, you know, made you like it? So that this way you kind of find out where the person's state of mind was when they saw the post and liked it. And then you can, you know, find out what's going on with them and see if you can share ideas with that person also, right? So to come back into the content and what you're posting, usually I go by the RVL model. Okay, what I mean by RVL is results, value, lifestyle. And if you go by this model, you can never go wrong with your posts, because you're going to have a mix of them, and it's always going to be good for your profile. So the RVL results is your results in whatever business that you're doing. You're going to post some of your results, or you leverage off of your team's results. So it can be somebody else on your team, congratulate them or something like that. So this is what I mean by results. Now, You have the value, because it's RVL, right? So you have R for results, and now value, V for value. Value is, all the content that Michelle and Kim talked about. So it can be like inspirational, motivation quotes, marketing tips, trivia posts, comedy, anything that's, that are gonna make somebody's day better, right? And if you follow, when it comes to valuable content, for example, if you're talking about marketing, the ILT model, from what I remember, the ILT, where you implement something, you learn something, and then you teach it to others, that's automatically gonna put you into a leader's position. Because if you learn something, you implement it, you get some results, and you share that to others, it's going to be very valuable for somebody else. And this is where you cover the value in the RVL model, right? So I think it's very important that you don't people think that, oh my god, I need to be a leader, I need to know so many things, but it's not necessarily that. Even if you learn something today, you implement it, you get some results tomorrow about what you learned, then you share it with others. This is very valuable for somebody that actually didn't know that information. So you sharing it, automatically positions you as a leader. And then lifestyle, because I was talking about RVL model. So we're at the L now. L is for lifestyle. So it's anything that you go out and do with your family. You go to a restaurant, you go out with some friends, you do some, nice activities. You go for a skydive jump. You're out riding a motorcycle. You go for a walk with your dog in nature. It's all lifestyle. So, you put some stuff like that because people want to see you and what you do. You're a real human being, and people like to see humans. We're not robots, right? So, if you post lifestyle stuff on your profile mixed up with the value and mixed up with the results, and you make it look cool, then you're going to attract people back to you. And this way you can connect with people more, because some people are going to probably be doing the same activities as you. Oh, great, I ride motorcycles too. Oh, that's awesome. So this is rapport right there, because rapport is finding things in common with people. So I think it's really important that you put lifestyle content, so that people can kind of connect with you more, get to know you, and then this way you create better connections like that. And all the traffic that you're going to get to any of your links or website are going to be hot traffic, because if you have a good conversation with people, and you build rapport, and you guys had a good connection where you guys are laughing, and then it feels like you guys were best friends, even if you just met the person today or yesterday, right? Today or yesterday, then it's going to feel like they're your best friend. And then if you share something with them, that's going to be super hot traffic. It's not going to be like cold traffic that you're going to need to convert. And uh, it's really more targeted that way than spending a bunch of money on cold traffic and then having to convert that. And it's an other ball game. It's a completely other ball game. But not to say that it's impossible, but whatever we're doing here brings us really hot traffic to our links, to our pages, and that's what makes it awesome. So this is what I had to share. I don't know if you want me to cover some more stuff.
That's awesome, Billy. If you wouldn't mind, you went right into like value and content right away. If you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about your story, like where you were before, getting into our mentorship program, right? And before, everything, like where your mind was at and what you needed help with, and then kind of the results after,
Okay,
because
yeah. I can go over that. It was kind of just to kind of like wrap up what you were saying.
I love it, man. Leading with value, leading with helping people.
Put on the spot. Yeah.
Yeah, put you on the spot, right? Okay, so basically my story is, I'm going to make it pretty simple so that everybody can understand, is I'm a musician by heart. So before all of this, I decided 3 years ago that I wanted to monetize my talent. And I'm a music producer / composer. So, I make music and I compose instrumentals and stuff like that. So I went on a big learning journey. So I went on and learned about, because I was running my business offline, but I wanted to bring it over online so I can touch more people from, wherever I was. So I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I'm a musician. And yeah, so three years ago, I decided to, learn all the online stuff so I can run my business online, and went on about learning landing page creation, websites, email marketing, copywriting, paid advertising, the whole shebang, right? I'm not saying that I know everything, but I learned a lot, but I wasn't getting the results that I really wanted with my business. But I also had a passion for personal development and leadership, right? So I was procrastinating on a lot of things with my business, and coming into this, it not only helped me with some of the elements that I needed to implement in my business to really outgrow it, but it also helped me fund my passion also, like along the line. So before that, I wanted to be running my business and living off of it, but that's not really what happened. So, I needed to find a way to also get financially free while learning and while outgrowing myself, right? So, by being open to learning and to keep pushing, not giving up. So, kind of came across this opportunity, and it was mentorship. Just the vision of the opportunity alone, not even looking at the coaching and the mentoring part that was involved, just the vision of the opportunity, I really liked it. So I jumped in without even, doubting or questioning anything. And then I came to realize that it was exactly what I was looking for, because, personal development. I mean, I read for the past few years. I've been reading a lot of, self-development books, and, reading about successful people and how, you have to have the right mindset to go about business, stuff like that. So I was already into that, and just to come in this and having like access to a community of people that are also about that, it was pretty great. And leadership skills, I was always there was like this one little thing that I was procrastinating on, and is doing things like this, like webinars and presentations and stuff like that. I knew I could do it. It's not like I didn't know that I couldn't do it, but I knew I could do it. And I don't know, I was just procrastinating, and it really gave me the real chance, the real challenge, the real like ice breaking, the effort point, right? So I went on, and I really stepped into my power, and I positioned myself into a leader, and I'm really proud of that. So this is where I came from and where I'm at now, and to be able to be in a position to help others be the same is outstanding. So this is why I really love this opportunity. It's not even uh, with this opportunity is not even about me having my first 1K, 2K, or 3K day online. I mean, I've never had these results before, but even being in a position to show others how to do that really, really, really brought life-changing results into my business and whatever I want to do. And that's for years to come, because it's something that anybody can learn. It's a skill that, if you really stay consistent at it and you take action, you're coachable, you let your ego down, forget what you learned. I actually, everything that I learned before, I implement now, but I left that alone for a minute, and I really implement what our millionaire mentors have been, using for the past, decades, to generate millions and to actually, get some real income going. And it got me some results, and now I can implement and add elements to that to start, automate some elements, and to really scale up whatever I want and go to the next level, really. So that's where I'm at, that's where I'm from, and that's where I'm at today, pretty much. And it's going to keep growing. It's it's just like a climbing a mountain, is just going to keep going. Success is not a destination, it's definitely a journey, and I'm just enjoying the journey.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
That's
awesome. Thanks, Billy.
Michelle, did you have any questions for Billy? I had one question. So Billy, you talk about, the before and after. And from what I know about you and what I know about your experience here, that, and also other people in our team, other people in our mentorship group who've gotten success, is that they've all had strategies, blueprints. You know, we have this Facebook strategy. The difference that I've found that is before and after for a lot of people, and I don't know if it's the same for you, that's my question for you, is mindset. Because you may have had a lot of those strategies, just I had a lot of strategies. Michelle and I learned from a lot, like best of the best in the industry. But the thing, what happened when we got into this group was that even though like we had all those strategies, we didn't have the mindset faculty to actually implement them and implement them to a higher potential, right? Because Michelle and I before this had never earned six-figure years or 10K months or anything like that beforehand, right? So in order for us to have that shift, it was mindset. And it was by implementing the mindset strategies that we've learned here, plus also having that constant repetition, because we have that repetition of the same information every single day. And the reason why is so we can open up our awareness and grow a lot faster and be able to bring it back into the real things that make us grow. So would you say like mindset shift, you know, from where you are to where you are right now, do you think that was a big component of that?
Definitely. You know, I'm going to tell you something about mindset. Is my mindset grew like it really grew in a short period of time, even like getting into this, because for some reason before I read about it a lot, and I, you know, see about how successful people think and stuff like that, and it was always the same thing, right? But for some reason in the back of my mind, I always thought it was like jokes, like, oh, okay, whatever, it can't be that simple, right? But I made a little test, like I experienced like me putting, like focusing on what I really want, and you know, okay, I really want to focus on this like goal, let's say. But it's just so weird how sometimes I would set an intention, put something out there, and focus my mind on it and manifest it. It's just so weird. So something really powerful that anybody should do is to write your goals every single day, like right before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning. Very, very powerful to actually see you writing your goal down, whatever. So I've been writing this goal for like, you know, a couple weeks, and it actually really happened. So I'm like writing my goals one day, and I'm like, oh my God, this really happened. And the way you write your goals, or whatever you want to set your intentions on, is you write it as if it's already happening, like in the present tense, right? So I'm like writing it the one day, and I'm like, oh my God, I really manifested that. So it was like a couple experiences like that have been like, you know, that's been happening. And it's really, you know, it's weird to say, but it's really not a joke. And mindset is really important for anybody getting into anything. If you can think it, you can do it.
Right, right.
Definitely not a joke. And for the longest time, I thought it was jokes, and then now I can manifest things in my life that, you know, really focus on that instead of focusing on, oh no, it's not working. If you focus on that, oh no, it's not working, that's what you're gonna get.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people don't get. So it's really not a joke. So definitely mindset is it plays a big part of it.
Right.
If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you think you can, you're right. But if you think you can't, also, you're also right.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple, you know?
Thanks, Billy.
Thank you so much for you know, touching on that, because it's super important for people to understand that if you're stuck right now, right? Yes, you can of course apply these strategies to increase your results, but how to get liftoff in your business is having the mindset in order to do so. And that's the best thing about having a millionaire mentor who's also a mindset coach, is be able to teach you those strategies on how to manifest on demand and how to turn your dream into a reality, because it is seriously 95% mindset and 5% strategy, right? So, we'll have more episodes about mindset, of course, on the Expat Prosperity Show, but, we really wanted to make sure you had something today that you can work on inside of your business. Now, if you're someone like myself that, you see these strategies, you get motivated, right? You get super motivated to start implementing Facebook in a more effective way, but there's still some lack of clarity, right? Because obviously we can't share everything in one episode of Expat Prosperity, right? So, for those of you that really want to take your business to the next level and implement exactly what we're implementing, because honestly, we've just scratched the surface, guys, of what you could be doing on Facebook, what you can be doing in order to manifest towards your goals, right? And it's literally a tiny percentage of it. So, if you're someone who really wants to take, on another revenue stream, or if you're someone who wants to learn a skill set that you can apply to any business, then we encourage you to reach out to the person that sent you here, whether it's the panel right here today, or maybe it's someone else who thought you can benefit from this video, but it's to join our program, right? So our program is not only a coaching program, but also you're an affiliate to, an opportunity where you can continue to learn and grow and be a part of personal development, and you can be an affiliate to earn $1,000 commissions, right? And if you want to learn a little bit more about that opportunity, we're running out of time today, but you can click the button below and you can learn a little bit more about the opportunity, or just sign up straight away for our coaching program for our opportunity, right? Now, the biggest thing that is a part of this coaching program, it changes lives, right? Billy's life has changed, my life has changed, Michelle's life has changed, and that's what we're all about. That's what our program's all about. That's what the show is all about, is changing lives. And what you guys saw a bit earlier, let me share my screen again, is our private Facebook group, which is our Black Ops Underground Marketing. And like I said, guys, that the things that we touched upon is like the above ground marketing. We also have a ton of underground marketing strategies that we share in our files tab, that our millionaire mentors, Darren Little and Ari Maccabee, share behind the scenes. We even do, this is a picture of our millionaire mentoring calls. We do weekly, guys, millionaire mentoring. This is not like an audio that you listen to. This is live training where you get to look inside of our millionaire mentors' back offices. Also, a big thing too is not only are you getting weekly training, but you are getting coaching from myself, if you're, joining me, or with Michelle, if you're joining her, Billy, if you're joining Billy, right? You're also getting coaching from, because honestly, what Black Ops is all about, what we're all about, is, no one left behind. So as long as you keep showing up for training, we're going to be offering help and all those strategies that you can apply. And it is literally a simple formula when it comes to mindset, when it comes to Facebook, right? When it comes to marketing your business, we really dumb it down for you. We have a 17-year-old that earned 40K in his first 40 days. So we've dumbed it down so much that teenagers can do this, right? Brand new newbies that are teenagers. So this is the thing, guys, is being a part of a coaching program and locking arms with people who really care about your success. That's the difference that we have here. We've never seen anything like this, where in our first 3 months, we've generated nearly $1 million in commissions, and that's 100% commissions, guys. Is $1,000. That is 100% commissions to you via PayPal as well. So it's not like you're only receiving 30% commissions, or some even opportunities have 10% commissions, right? And that's why it's so much easier to offer services and higher value at $1,000 and make 10K a month by just bringing, 10 people to a program than it is to do thousands and thousands into your downline or $15 products, things like that. So, if you're someone who is stuck, if you're someone who is wanting to have another revenue stream, right? Or if you're someone who absolutely is needing to learn these strategies and get liftoff in your business, no matter what industry you're in, then Black Ops is definitely where you can get that solution. And you're locking arms with people who truly care. Because honestly, I am very picky on who I partner up with, and being partnered with millionaire mentors who care and are completely transparent is someplace that I am super grateful to be a part of. And I know Michelle and Billy will agree with me. So you guys, how you can get more information is reach out to the person that sent you here, right? Another thing is clicking the button below and just getting started right away, because honestly, spots are limited, because we only want to work with like-minded people. We only want to work with people that really want to take their life to the next level. And so we're not in the business to work with everybody, but only those that really want to accomplish dreams and help other people. Okay, so definitely reach out to the person that sent you here if you're really excited to learn more about our program, as well as how you can get started straight away. Right, guys? So Michelle, did you have any closing thoughts as well?
I think we've covered it all, and we look forward to seeing you next week. So thank you to Billy from Canada, Kim from Chicago, and Michelle from down under at the bottom of the world. We've got all four corners covered.
We do. We really do.
So thank you guys so much for tuning into us, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, guys. Talk soon. Thanks, you, Billy.
Take action.